So we're moving on to another, like to me, monumental release within Speak that continues our journey of this leading language data solution. I know I have pestered and bothered Vatsil for this for a long time. And so this one feels really good to have go live. And I think sometimes there's these theoretical things that you want to include in the application, but you don't necessarily see the request come. And we were lucky to have some awesome customers come in who required this as part of the work that they were doing. Why did they need it? Trying to build this really fully fledged knowledge base that could work for their internal team to be able to access the knowledge of the business. And also, they wanted to flip that publicly to other people through an interface on their website where they could ask questions and instantly get these intelligent, quick answers. And to do that required audio, video, and text data that they had, but they also had built out this website with all this information. And so, how could we access that? Exactly this functionality, scrape the web page, but even more, grab an entire sitemap, pull all the web pages from that sitemap and instantly import them into Speak, grab the text off those pages, and then add them to the knowledge base. So anything that you want to do or any question that you ask, it includes that information directly in it. That's all. Arya, anything you want to add about the website scraping and the sitemap functionality directly in Speak? And then, as always, we'll jump into a demo here.
I just want to say that I need to jump off now, and just say goodbye to everyone.
We'll say bye to Arya. Arya, thanks so much for joining. You got a lot to learn and share with clients over the next coming months. So I know you'll be working hard to do that. Thanks again for joining, giving us some insights. Good luck on the call, and we'll see you on the other side.
Okay, thank you so much. Goodbye.
All right. Okay, back to the web scraper. So you can download the sitemap link and all the URLs are available. You can see into the list items. We try to fetch the names of the pages as well so that you can connect and relate to those pages. Right now, still a lot of automation needs to be put in place, but one thing at a time. For example, exclude all the URLs with the styles. For now, you just need to make sure and remove those components, or I would say those pages from the list so that you can make sure that you're uploading only the blog or certain articles. So that's there. These are very instant. We do run on the clusters, very quick, responsive in nature. We fetch the data from these pages. And also we try to maintain the structure and remove the header and footer because that's not the actual data you want to look into and scrape through your pages. Because a lot of website structure are different. We try our best to cover, I would say 80 to 90% of the accuracy when we scrape these pages. There are some limitations. For example, if someone tried to fetch through any pages which are blocked completely to scrape those pages with those meta details included in the HTML, it won't work. So just some highlights there, and back to you, Tara.
Yeah, no, I think you touched on one point about we had a site that we were working with that did not properly define the header and the footer. And so some of that data came in. But the great perspective of this is that the system is intelligent enough when you're asking questions to either filter in or filter out that information. So we even say your website is not as perfectly ideally structured as you would like, and I don't think anyone's is. Really, that issue is minimized through the intelligence of the Speak system. So I quickly wanted to touch on just a couple of use cases, and then we'll walk into this demo. One of them, which we had already talked about, knowledge bases, and we've seen some incredible case studies from the combination of Klarna and OpenAI, VoiceFlow, Intercom, who are really taking these, web pages and this knowledge bases and then flipping them out into customer experiences to help with support. You can do that directly in Speak today. But we also support these other types of use cases around competitor analysis or market analysis. And then generally, when you're doing some type of research, you are trying to include outside sources or perspectives into that. So you have a very comprehensive view of the work that you're doing along with the focus groups, the one-on-one interviews, the survey data. And by allowing this as another layer within Speak, it just opens up these infinite possibilities for you to create this curated, perfect data set that you can derive insights from. Vatsil said, hey, there's going to be some more automation connected to it. So we will eventually see this in Zapier. We will see it as an API integration, and this will open up even more wonderful automation and use cases within the system. For now, let's jump into the actual platform and do a little demo. I wouldn't say it's hiding, but the web scraper is sitting in the new upload option there, and then you can see website URL. So as I mentioned, we can do an individual link, and I'll just grab one to show how that works. So we've got the import option, take a second, but pretty darn quick if I say so myself. And then you can also choose where you want to send this file. So in this case, It's just going to go to text. I'm going to upload that site link and that will be immediately ready. So say I want to now visit that file, it will be sitting here. I had done one previously, and you've got the page here as well as the insights automatically, the sentiment, and immediately I can begin prompting it. You're good to go. And as Batzel said, in this case, which is nice, we do have proper headings and footers. So it grabbed the direct content off the site. And then just to close the loop for everyone saying, okay, sitemap, that seems interesting. We've got one of our favorite, you know what, I can't say favorite because they're all of our customers are our favorite customers, but ones that we're, lucky enough to work with very intimately. Mitrex, recommend you checking out. Not all of us are building commercial buildings in need of solar cladding and solar panels, but interesting company either way. And so it is now sorting through this sitemap. In a moment, it will load. All the links will then populate here. And you can now choose which ones you want to include in the folder, which ones you do not want to include. As Vatzel mentioned, there may be ones, hey, I don't care about cookies or I don't care about this. Very easy to unselect and go ahead with those links that you only want to include. I'm going to save our own bandwidth. In this case, I won't go through the final upload, but confident, just hit the upload button and you're all good to go. And you can see just how quickly you could scrape an entire website and then analyze that information.